So, good day, I'm Colleen Isidoro, and in this is my report for postpartum depression. So, what is postpartum depression? Postpartum depression is a type of depression that can happen after having a baby or giving birth. It's more than just feeling tired or emotional. It's an ongoing sadness or emptiness na hindi siya basta-basta nawawala. A person with depression might feel hopeless, anxious, irritated, or disconnected from their baby. They may have trouble sleeping, low energy, or feel like they're not a good parent. Also, may tinatawag tayo na baby blues. Iba pa siya sa postpartum depression, which is yung baby blues ay kusa na lang nawawala within a couple of weeks kaysa sa postpartum depression na naglalas siya ng mas matagal and minsan kinakailangan na ng treatment and support to get better. Since may nabanggit akong baby blues and postpartum depression, mas papalawakan pa po natin siya. So, ang postpartum blues or baby blues, ito yung mild and very common. Baby blues usually start a few days after birth and last up to 2 weeks. Symptoms include mood swings, tearfulness, irritability, and feeling overwhelmed. Even though emotions feel intense, you can still function and care for your baby. It typically resolves on its own without medical treatment. Yung postpartum depression naman, mas seryoso siya and mas nagtatagal kaysa sa baby blues. Tinatawag din siya PDD, postpartum depression. It can begin during pregnancy or any time within the first year after birth. Symptoms include persistent sadness, hopelessness, anxiety, low energy, difficulty bonding with the baby, and trouble managing daily tasks. It often requires treatment such as therapy, medication, or both. And yung postpartum psychosis naman, rare siya and kinakailangan talaga siya ng medical treatment kasi 'pag nagkaroon ng postpartum psychosis, medical emergency na talaga siya, and it usually begins suddenly within the first days or weeks after delivery. Symptoms may include hallucinations, delusions, confusions, paranoia, extreme mood swings, and disorganized behavior. It severely affects a mother's ability to function and requires immediate medical care, often hospitalization. And yung postpartum psychosis, mas mataas yung chance na magkaroon ang isang mother 'pag meron ng history ng bipolar disorder. Like bago pa siya mabuntis o manganak meron na siyang history ng bipolar disorder. So, mas mataas yung chance na after birth magkaroon siya ng postpartum psychosis. And what are the symptoms of postpartum depression? Doctors don't know exactly what causes postpartum depression, but several things can increase the risk. Tulad po ng hormonal changes, emotional issues, genetics, stressful events, history of depression, or bipolar disorder, other factors also. And then dito din po sa hormonal changes yung kulang sa tulog, feeling overwhelmed, anxiety about caring for a newborn, or feeling like you've lost your sense of self can also contribute. Having a personal or family history of depression or bipolar disorder raises the risk. Stressful events during pregnancy, such as health problems, complications, or job loss, pwede din siya maka-affect. And other factors tulad nga ng difficult childbirth, a baby with health issues, twins, or multiple birth, trouble breastfeeding, relationship or financial problems, lack of support, or an unplanned pregnancy may also increase the chances of developing postpartum depression. So, how is postpartum depression diagnosed? Postpartum depression is diagnosed by a healthcare provider based on the woman's symptoms and the full evaluation. Tulad po ng pag-assess, they will ask about how long symptoms have lasted and how severe they are, including feelings of sadness, anxiety, and changes in sleep or appetite. Evaluators or healthcare providers po, mas gumagamit po sila ng tools tulad nga po ng Edinburgh Postnatal Depression Scale or EPDS para ma-screen po yung symptoms ng baby blues and potential na PPD. They will also review personal and family mental health history, including any past depression or postpartum depression during pregnancy and after birth. Providers may monitor mood changes closely. If symptoms last longer than 2 weeks or mas lumala, mas nahihirapan po yung mother na mag-function. So, importante siya na mag-reach out to healthcare para mas maagapan kung ano yung kailangan ng mother. And how is postpartum depression treated? Una, therapy. Pwedeng bigyan ng mother ng CBT o cognitive behavioral therapy. Tumutulong siya sa mother na mag-identify ng pagbabago through patterns or yung interpersonal therapy. Ito naman yung nag-focus para mag-improve yung relationship ng mother and kung ano yung kailangan pa niyang support. Also, counseling. Kasi pwede ding kausapin o kung ano yung pwedeng maitulong sa mother after giving birth para lang ma-regulate yung mood niya. And second is yung medication. Pwede siya bigyan ng antidepressant tulad ng serotonin uptake inhibitors or SSRI. Mas common siyang pine-prescribe and can be safe to take while breastfeeding. Discussing options with the doctor is recommended. And prophylactic treatment. For women with a history of psychosis limited to the postpartum period, initiate aim treatment. Postpartum is recommended to avoid fetal exposure to medication. For patients with bipolar disorder, continuous prophylaxis throughout pregnancy and the postpartum periods helps reduce relapse risk. Yung third is yung lifestyle changes. Regular exercises can help improve mood, balanced diet support mental health, and adequate sleep crucial for recovery when possible. And lastly is yung support system. Partner involvement and active and equal parenting partner can help the mother rest and heal. Support groups. Joining a mother's support groups can provide emotional relief and connection with others experiencing similar challenges. That is all po. Thank you.